my name is Dr. Denisovich. Welcome to our office, and we're doing an interview with Victor Voronin today. I was born in former Soviet Union, and came here as a teenager. I had no knowledge of English language, and my primary language was Russian.
How did you learn your second language? What difficulties did you encounter, and what effect did it have on your education?
As a teenager, I was back in high school, and at that point, I had to learn English to be able to get my education and be able to communicate with people. So obviously, the first year was probably the most challenging year because you can't express yourself, you cannot communicate with people. But after learning English and overcoming that challenge, it opened up a lot of doors of opportunities for me to further my education.
How have you benefited from mastering a second language?
Having a Russian background or knowing the Russian language helped me to have a more open-minded approach to things in life and education. It also, I think, gave me an advantage when I'm looking at the problems and trying to solve them. That's what I do on a daily basis, is solving problems and fixing things and helping people. It gives me an approach that is unique, I think, to me as a bilingual person.
How has knowing two separate languages helped you in your career?
Being able to speak another language also helps me to treat people who otherwise would not be able to receive proper care, education when they choose their treatment. It helps me to attract Russian patients who just purely speak Russian, and that way we're able to help them and to take care of them.
Do you believe bilingualism advances one's career opportunities?
Knowing that more than one language, in my opinion, definitely gives you an advantage. Being open-minded and advantage of today's job market when you're searching for a job. I think employers definitely prefer people who have exposed knowledge of other cultures, languages, and that gives an opportunity for business growth. And I think if every other quality in the candidate is the same and they know more than one language, I think the employer would definitely pick that person over another. And I think that's definitely an advantage for those of you who want to learn a second language.
Do you persuade those around you to learn other languages?
Besides being a dentist, I'm also a father of three, and my children are 7, 5, and 3 years old. At home, I try to encourage them to speak Russian and be fluent in it. Obviously, when they go further on and try to learn more languages, I will definitely suggest for them that Spanish would be one of the languages that they definitely should learn in their education path.
What language do you believe is the best language to learn to have an advantage in one's career?
Besides treating English-speaking patients, Russian-speaking patients, we also encounter a lot of patients who speak Spanish. And that sort of presents a barrier because I do not speak Spanish, I'm not fluent in it, and I wish I would be. So for those of you who considering a language as a second language, I would say Spanish probably, in my opinion, would be one of the best languages to take advantage while you're in school and at least get a basic communication in it.
How should second languages be taught in schools?
Just to share one little experience from my childhood, when I was in middle school, I also took German. And I think studying another language presents a problem all on its own because you only learn about the subject or the language as just to pass the exam or take the test. However, I believe that if you want to learn the language in a more efficient and fun way, like for example, here in America we have a lot of signs that are in Spanish, a lot of Spanish-speaking people are around us, and if we really want to take the Spanish to a level where we can communicate, I think it should be in a more friendly and more of a kind of fun way, where you do field trips and kind of do interactions and study the culture at the same time to understand the language.